What's going on YouTube? Floorman Knives here with another unboxing, and I feel like I say this with all of my unboxings, but I truly am really excited for this knife, and that's because, as you saw in the title, this is actually the first full production knife offered by this company. This company typically does scales and, various other things, and there you go, Flytanium USA, because this is Flytanium's first knife. I love the box on this, man. That is just so cool. I saw this in pictures, of course, and soaked in sunlight on Instagram. He takes pictures for a lot of people, and his work is phenomenal. He had some cool ones of this, and yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually let's check out the box. There you go, Talisong Z, black and stonewash. And of course it was designed by Eldon Talley, but I will get into that in a little bit more detail. But there it is. I'm so excited. Man, so there's a couple of things. First off, this is just hands down the nicest Balisong I've ever handled, let alone own. And not only that, this is one of the most expensive and nicest knives that I own, period. So first off, right here, being very careful, but this Bally boot, that's what this is called right here with Flytanium's logo. It is a silicone little boot for your Balisongs that don't have latches, and that definitely worked really well. And then you can see you've got the little Flytanium bead logo there too. I'm gonna check out the box, but man, I just gotta look at this knife first. I'm just so blown away. Oh man. For those of you who, all right, let's just, oh yeah. Okay. What I was gonna say is, for those of you who have a lot of experience with nice Balisongs, maybe this isn't the video for you, because this is just, I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, this is so cool. Definitely pretty sharp, man. That is a good looking blade. Flytanium USA. Man, I'll get into the specs here in a minute, guys, but oh my lord, there's no way. Look at that. That is so cool. Yeah, man. Of course, out of the box, you have no play at all. I did just try to move it, believe it or not. Your swing is incredible. Man, so let's go ahead and open the rest of this box up, and then I'm going to address the specs here, but it does come with a sticker with the two logos, and then awesome. Don't have to use my Blade HQ one. I've got a Flytanium polishing cloth, and that's so cool. This is just, yeah, it's in the, I'm just so blown away right now, guys. I usually can talk a lot better than this, so if this is your first time watching my channel, my apologies. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more videos from me. It definitely helps me out quite a bit, believe it or not, especially right now as I'm trying to continue with the growth of my channel. But back into this thing. All right, so that's what it sounds like. Yeah, that's incredible. Okay, let's go over the specs, guys. I'm getting over my excitement there. It's taken me like 4 minutes now to get any words out. I just don't even know what's going on. This is just incredible. So you're going to have an overall length of 10.25 inches. You are going to have a blade length of 4.5 inches. And you can see definitely the cutting edge doesn't come all the way down, but pretty far. Your handle length is naturally then going to be 5.75 inches. And this is made in the USA. That is just something that is really fantastic. Not a lot of good there's a lot of good Balisongs made in the USA, I should say, but they're all super expensive. And don't get me wrong, this thing isn't cheap, but it's just so cool to see Flytanium bringing this to the market. I mean, I don't have a Kershaw Lucha myself, but a lot of people will buy the Flytanium scales, for example, for the Lucha, and then say that that is one of the best things out there once you do make that modification. So the fact that they finally made their own knife, and I'll get way more into detail on this after I check the weight, is just incredible though. So the weight is going to be pretty much as advertised. It's 4.23 ounces per my scale. It is supposedly 4.25 ounces per Flytanium's website. Interjection. You're going to see coming up that in the background there is someone outside who decided they wanted to use a leaf blower. So wanted to just let everyone know that you definitely can hear it, but it does go away after about a minute or two. So quick interjection here. Thanks. And as you can see with these really nice scales, or handles, excuse me, yeah, it's going to be a channel construction. These are contoured, knurled. I love the texturing on this knurling. It is phenomenal. They are weighted handles as well, so definitely going to be fantastic for flipping, but as you saw, not too heavy of a balisong, especially for the overall length. Definitely going to be taking this thing out, flipping it, you know. Just right now I'm admiring it, honestly. Of course, you know, this was designed by the renowned custom balisong maker Eldon Talley, and you know, Flytanium collaborated with him to make both his and Flytanium's first production knife. So just something really cool, again, that Flytanium finally brought to the market. You can see right here as I zoom in up close, you've got this crown spine, which is just really well done. Definitely is going to aid in the comfort when flipping this knife. As I had mentioned, you do have a aluminum handle scales. They are going to be actually 70-75 aluminum, which is definitely a step up from, you know, your 60-61 or 2s. I mean, really high quality for sure. Additionally, they are type 2 anodized, which I'll be honest, I don't even know what that means, but supposedly it's going to help improve the abrasion and corrosion resistance. Of course, you can see this is going to be a Zen pin construction, not a Tang pin, which I personally am a fan of, and I just cannot wait to get this thing out. And if you're not familiar, you can probably tell this thing is actually going to be on bearings. So you do have custom made pivots right here. They are micro adjustable, and they do include ceramic ball bearings. You can actually see right through there in the light, and hardened steel washers, which is interesting. Yeah, I was really surprised to see that, but apparently it's just so the whole pivot system is going to be a little bit stronger, and to have, of course, minimal friction when you are flipping this thing around. Can't wait to get it out from under the tripod. Just really want to go over a couple more things here, and I will certainly be doing so. But you know, I keep showing off this blade right here. It is super unique. It is a scimitar style blade made from AEB-L or able steel, which is pretty common on a lot of balisongs, especially from the custom balisong makers or the higher end balisongs. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with this steel, but I do know that it is pretty good as far as its overall balance and toughness, edge retention, and it's got decent corrosion resistance. I honestly don't know if this thing is a full stainless or not. I did not buy that for this reason. I've got many other pocket knives. If you watch my channel, you'll know. When I saw Flytanium was going to release their own balisong, I knew I had to get it right from the start. So, and it has fulfilled my expectations, which is just the greatest thing in the world when that actually happens. You know, so many times you'll go to buy something and, you know, maybe you'll pull the trigger too soon. Maybe it's an impulse purchase and it just isn't what you had hoped it would be. Well, this thing, I literally had Flytanium's website on this page open on my phone, you know, the tab open separately for like 3 weeks, and I was signed up for their email notifications, and these things sold out literally in like 3 minutes. So I definitely would recommend going and signing up on Flytanium's website, putting in all of your information ahead of time. That way when they do release next, you can hopefully get one if you are looking to do so, and if you did not get one on the most recent drop. I know that they are working as hard as they can, of course, to bring these to the market more frequently, but this for sure is, as I said in the beginning of the video, hands down my most expensive Balisong. I will definitely not be flipping this as much, I would imagine, as some of my trainers, just because it is a live blade. I don't know, I say that and I'm like, man, these handles are really comfortable and it makes a really nice noise, and it's got a beautiful stone wash finish, which is going to help hide scratches. Let's check how sharp this is. Is it? Yeah, it's definitely shaving sharp, as you can see. Wow, that is really toothy. That is a very toothy edge. I like it. Not the most polished in the world, but very, very toothy, which is really nice. I'm just oozing over the design of it. I'm sure eventually they'll do different handle colors, which I will certainly be looking forward to, and perhaps different models, but right now, I mean, just the fit and finish on this thing is really fantastic. And this is my first nice channel construction Balisong, so that is another plus for me. You can see in the light how they milled that out, which is pretty neat. And one thing I also meant to mention about these handle scales is that they are actually precision milled in their shop in Utah, which is pretty neat. Just love the fact that it's an American-made blade, but of course you are paying for that with the price. So I do want to throw out a couple of other Balisongs here just for comparison's sake, if you are curious about how this thing looks. So first off, love this thing too. Got the Instaknives Evolution right here. This is the black variant. They do make a silver one, and you can see, you know, overall pretty comparable. Something that I'm sure is going to be very familiar with a lot of people. Let's see if you can tell what it is. Guess in the comments right now what it is. It's going to be the Glider Arctic, and that is definitely going to be right in that ballpark. The handle lengths are pretty comparable on both of these, but with this being a 10¼ inch knife, you do have a slightly longer blade than a lot of the others, but yeah, I just love the sound of it. That is fantastic. Yeah, I can't wait to take this thing outside and flip it as well, get it in the natural light. Can't wait to see how that stone wash finish is going to be looking too. Definitely a different type of stone wash finish, for example, relative to something like this Instaknives Evolution, which I do love. You can see this is going to be more of a polished stone wash finish, and they definitely did a fantastic job there. And two knives that I love very much at completely different price points. But yeah, I can say for sure I love this thing already. Looking at the time on the video, I'm way further into it than I expected I would be. So if you've made it this far into the video, definitely let me know. I would be happy to hear. And I'm just really looking up close at the fit and finish. I mean, even the screws, everything about it is just really, really fantastic. You definitely, I think, get what you pay for. We'll of course see how it holds up over time as far as the tolerances. And yeah, I mean, right out of the box, you know, you're not going to have any tap. There we go. With the bearings that just wants to pop up. Yeah, I am so stoked about this thing. Yeah, this is just incredible for sure. It's just really nice to have a high-end Balisong in my hands for once. And yeah, I don't really have much more to say at this point, so definitely would love to hear what you guys think in the comments, especially about this blade shape, which I think is super unique. And I can't wait to get this thing outside and flip it. don't know if I'll be doing any indoor videos inside or not, because I don't really want to drop it on my floor, because I'll either damage the knife or I'll damage the floor because this thing is so sharp. But anyways, really appreciate everyone watching and subscribing. The channel has been growing a lot recently, and for all of you Balisong fans out there, here is finally another Balisong unboxing, even though it's only been like 2 weeks, but yep. And definitely, if you've made it this far into the video still, I'll tell you that I do have another Balisong coming on the way. Not quite this pricey, but definitely something that I love very much, and very similar to something I referenced in this video. So stay tuned to my channel if you'd be curious to see what that is. And as always, I really appreciate everyone watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.